All right, welcome to the greatest Volkswagen event in the world.
Gosh, that's kind of boastful, Matt Jackson, but you know what? I agree!
It's VW Harvest Weekend.
It is VW Harvest Weekend. Thank y'all for joining us today. We're here at the park getting ready for the cruise to Top Notch. So, oh my gosh, the weather's beautiful.
It's a perfect day, true.
The weather is amazing right now.
So, hope you guys can join us. This is our big weekend. This is it for us, man. This is what we geared for all year, the VW Harvest. So here it goes. We are excited. Glad you guys get to join us today. Let's go! Woo! Let's go!
People are lining up now to go on the cruise. We'll be driving from here in Cedar Park down to Central Austin to Top Notch Hamburgers. Over here, we've got all the buggies lining up. Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
John Wright. We're from Arlington, Texas.
Hey, John, welcome all the way to Austin. How long of a trip is that?
It was about 3.5 hours. Of course, we towed this one, so we made it easier.
Oh, okay. And what is it?
It's a 1961, pretty much stock.
It's got a little metallic flake in it.
Yeah, it's a silver gray metallic GM color, 2010. My daughter picked it out. She saw it on a Camaro. Of course, you know, I think the Camaro is what got her first, then the color.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
It's perfect weather for a cruise, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Looking forward to the event.
Oh, it's
1969 Bremen.
Bremen?
But it's built on a Volkswagen chassis and has a Volkswagen engine.
Okay, where are you guys from?
Houston, Pasadena, actually.
Well,
that
they
are
make
left.
400s, only 102 left, and only 2 with factory air conditioning. This is one of them.
Oh, okay.
Now what's neat is if you look inside, it has black shag carpet on the roof.
Ooh, black shag carpet.
Black shag carpet.
Yeah, baby.
That's the way it came from the factory.
An early bay window double cab. Very cool. He's got his dogs and everything.
Drivers meeting! 2021 VW Harvest. Thank you for being here. Everybody got a map? If you get lost, we're gonna end up at Top Notch. It's not a secret location, so if you get lost, just put in Top Notch, end up there. That's kind of the way it is and everything.
All right, Gary gave the speech, and now it's time to cruise to Top Notch. The cruise is going good, and right now is the most beautiful part of the whole drive.
Yes, I love this part because, I mean, I'm from Houston, and this right here epitomizes the Texas Hill Country. This little, it's called Lime Creek Road. It's out here by Lake Travis, and it's like they just basically just took some asphalt and laid it down over the hills and everything. They didn't cutaways or anything. Cutbacks, switchbacks, hairpins. I mean, it's just an amazing little road. You're going to see some awesome views through here.
Here it is.
And for people from the flatland, man, this is it. Here you go right here.
Look at that.
I'm glad we're going this way and not up it. There's the lake. Ooh, it's down, huh?
All right, look at that view, folks.
There you go, baby.
Look at that. Beautiful. 360 bridge. All right, we're rolling into Top Notch.
Woo! Here we go.
The cruise is over. Cars are still rolling in. We've got friends from all over here.
All over.
Welcome to Austin, sir.
Thank you.
We've got cars still trickling in. I think we've got at least 80 or 90 Volkswagens.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here at the VW Cruise to Top Notch. Give yourself a round of applause. We want to say thank you very much to the hostess with the mostest. Top Notch, thank you guys for having us here tonight. Thank you. You, Miss Katie, the top notch hostess, and she's going to make the announcement for the Top Notch VW Award.
All right, guys, it was a tough decision, but this year's Top Notch Award goes to Brother Bob's 1974 Thing.
That does not look like Brother Bob, but that's even better, way better. Woo! Congratulations and thank y'all for being here.
That's twice I've won with y'all. That's pretty cool. Thank y'all very much.
All right. Hey everybody, it's a big night here at VW Harvest Cruise Inn at Top Notch, and I'm here with Eric. Eric, tell us about what we're standing in front of.
So this is my wife's 1960 Volkswagen Mango bus. It's mango green, seagull gray. We found it in Chicago. It was pretty rusted out.
I remember seeing this initially over at our friends at Caney Creek. I remember seeing it going, they're going to repair that?
Yeah, when they
because it was roached out is a nice way of putting it. That is a great descriptive, my friend.
Yeah.
It really is. How did you end up finding out in Chicago, though? What's
So,
the story on that?
Really interesting story. A kid that grew up right next door to me in Hammond, Indiana, saw that I had another bus, a double cab.
Right.
And he reached out to me. He's like, hey, we found this bus that's been in the warehouse for a really long time. We're looking to get rid of it. I bought it, but I need to sell it. So he's like, I was wondering if you're interested in it. And I was like, oh, of course, yeah, I'm interested. What is it? Send me a picture. And he sent me a picture. I was
Pictures,
like,
pictures.
oh my God, it's a Mango, and it's got everything. It was complete, but it was completely rusted too, because Chicago salt.
But it was in a warehouse, and it was that rusted.
Yeah, and it had been driven for like a while. It was somebody's car that they drove around in Chicago and rusted out. It was in a warehouse for, I think, like 10 years.
Okay.
It was just sitting there, and my dad still lived in Hammond, so I was like, yes, I'll buy it, and can you bring it over to my dad's place in Indiana? And they towed it over there, and it sat there for a couple years, and then I decided to secretly restore it, and just outside, at Caney Creek.
Right. So Caney Creek did the metal repair.
That's right.
And they did the painting, of course,
paint.
right? Let's back up. You said secret.
Secretly.
All right, this is
yeah.
this is the best part of this whole story.
Yeah. So my wife's birthday was coming up, and I was like, well, I wonder if I could have this refurbished for her birthday. Not really thinking the amount of time that it would take, and the amount of money that it would take.
Right.
So I was secretly hiding money and time, and had it shipped to Caney Creek. And they looked at it and soda blasted it, and there was hardly anything left after soda blast. And then we started acquiring the parts and the panels and stuff, and starting to get to work. So the year of her birthday it was supposed to be for, we weren't there. So I saved it for the following birthday.
And
so
she still didn't know about it.
She did
It's
not
still
know.
a secret.
It's a total
Right,
secret.
right.
And so they finished up the body work and the paint, and Tommy and I went and picked it up, Scott's truck. And the funny thing was, it was just beautiful, like when we picked it up, and we're driving back, and it was an open trailer, and we went through the most bugs I've ever seen in my life. And I was just, I was just like crying.
I remember hearing this story because we call those love bugs or something else, but when they hit, it's not like, it's like a grease spot.
It's like a giant
terrible.
grease spot. And it sounded like just bullets hitting the front of the thing.
You're going, no.
No, yeah, I pulled through a car wash and tried to wash most of them off, and took it over to Steve-O's place. And he did all of the mechanical finish out. Just amazing level of detail that he puts in, and like, he was in love with it because it was just so clean, and stuff that he had been working on was so
I know that's one of the things, Steve-O, I remember I'd go over and I'd talk to him, and he goes, it's just like such a pleasure to work on something where you can like get in there and do something, and you can just go sit on your couch because you're not filthy, which is not the norm.
I built the 36 horsepower engine, put the Ocrasa kit on it just to be kind of cool. It does give it a little bit more power. I make no friends in the hills of Austin.
Well, that's not the whole point at all.
The interior was done by Pablo. He used all the original interior.
Pablo in Cedar Park?
Yeah, in Cedar Park. And the headliner.
He did the headliner too. Pablo did.
Yeah.
And y'all know Pablo. I mean, he does our headliners for all our Beatles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good stuff, man.
That's really cool.
We didn't make the first birthday,
We didn't make the first birthday.
So did we make the second
We made the second birthday.
So how did that go about? Did you have it like a ribbon around it?
Oh, we had we got this huge bow for it, like you see on the car commercials, right? Like, Steve-O put that on the front, and then I was like, oh, we need to take a ride for your birthday, and we went over to his place, and he was sitting in the driveway as we pulled up, and it was just like, my mind was blown.
Yeah, she was
was like,
the finished reaction.
yeah.
And what was hers?
She was just really, really stoked
Yeah.
and just amazed. It was just gleaming in the
Yeah,
sun.
well,
It
it
was
still
beautiful.
gleams, just so you know. I mean, it's the perfect bus color combination, I think. I mean, it really is. So many
Yeah.
people just, I mean, and most people agree. It really is.
And everybody asks, is like, is that the original colors? I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
that's the original
That's
factory
it.
colors. They're like, wow, they
You
did
know,
such a
that's the
nice
thing
job.
today, looking back in my mirror on the cruise, you could see all the other cars passing us, black, white, silver, gray, and then you see all the different Volkswagens, green, red, orange, yellow. I mean, it's just something that we miss in this day and age in cars, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of the highlights that whenever you bring the Mango out, it just is. I mean, it's so.
I appreciate
that.
that.
It really is, buddy. I mean, I saw this. I remember, and it was like, wow. So this is proof that magic can happen.
Magic can happen.
Because it was magical. But the surprise part, that it was a surprise for your wife's birthday, is just the coolest, man. That really is.
You know what's the most fun about it though is like this group in this town. It's just like, you know, Tommy, you guys, everybody's just so like helpful, and everybody wants to like get everybody on the road and just get out there and just have such a great time. And
that's what it's all about. It really is.
Really helpful group.
And we've got, I keep telling people, man, and wherever you are, just, you know, lend a hand, get out there and make it happen. And this is what happens. We have great nights like tonight, and people gather, and it's just the joy of seeing, you know, this, and the joy of seeing the Harvest Beetle, and the, Brother Bob's, the story on that thing that won the top-notch award tonight. It's just, that's what it's all about to me. It really is. So, well, buddy, thanks, Eric, so much for tonight,
you guys
man.
are the best.
Oh,
I
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
and thank you for every time I see this. It just puts a smile on my face, and the story behind it, and everything is just wonderful. Wow, Matt Jackson, we did it.
Okay, we had a big cruise, and tomorrow's a big day, so we're gonna let you guys go. And thanks for watching, as always.
Yes, what a fun night we've had here. The cruise was awesome, top-notch, as always was top-notch.
Yes.
Needless to say, fun was had by all.
It's been kind of overwhelming, and we hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not sure how much of it we got for the video, but
you got a lot. We got a lot. We got to talk to Eric. What a great night. Just make sure you tell your aunts, tell your uncles, to everybody you know about VW Life. Hey, y'all, this is a big deal here, but you can make it a big deal in your area too. Just start getting together, find you a good spot, and just bring your friends together, because, man, I always tell people this is like a high school reunion with all the good friends you had from high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Like the Fonz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Fonz. Yeah, you're kind of the Fonz. Can you do it? Give me
No, you're the Fonz.
Oh, I'm the Fonz. Hey!
All right, guys.
Bye, y'all. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.